entering the Starry Hilder pantry zone. Friends, today is, I'm finally doing it, pantry cleaning day. Yeah, with a pantry my size, I come in here usually once every 6 months if I can, and I do a revamp, a reorganize, because this is all I do. Can. This is what Starry's about. I'm a canner. I'm a cannon homesteading fool. And should I show you what I got going on? I'm doing pretty good. No, I'm really not. I've got case after case after case, shelf after shelf after shelf. I mean, from top to bottom. There is. I'm just beginning. Just beginning. And the crazy part is there's more cases waiting, and I just canned 5 more cases of meat just the other day, and I still have another room with more stuff in it, and barrels outside, and I know I am the envy of many pantry lovers because I got it going on, but a lot of work involved right now. So maybe this is gonna be like a pantry series. It may end up being a pantry series because I'm gonna be going through everything in here, and I want to share with you what's going on. Kind of give you a little insight, and I want to walk you through some of the stuff that I have in here. And today we're just going to be talking about your sweeteners and your sugars and all that. Now, here in our homestead, number one, I stock up on raw honey. We all know the benefits of raw honey, right? This raw honey is actually, it was given to me. This was given to me. Raw honey doesn't have a shelf life. You don't have to worry about it going bad. Actually, the only thing that'll happen to raw honey is it might crystallize on the top. Don't worry about it. But this is local raw honey. And actually, let's see. This was Libby, Montana. Libby, Montana. We have a lot of these. In fact, this is what I'm doing today, is trying to get all the honey in one place. It keeps really well, and it is the #1 sweetener that you should be using on your homestead. We all know the benefits of honey. Man, I'm a wound care nurse. I use honey in my wound care. Now, I don't use raw honey, but I'll tell you what, when the SHTF hits the fan, raw honey will work just as good as medicinal honey in healing wounds. It really will. Right now I use it's called a meta honey. It's a manuka honey that is from a flower that they find in New Zealand, and it is kind of purified. And I have used it on stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 ulcers, and pressure sores, all types of wounds, skin tears, you name it. And I have healed. Well, I haven't, but the honey has healed. Start stocking up on the honey. Antibacterial, antimicrobial. It neutralizes the pH on the wound itself. It has an osmotic pressure gradient where it pulls out the bad stuff. You want to see a wound that has a slough adhered to the wound bed, like that thick yellow terrible stuff. It's an autolytic debrider. It will debride and take that slough off. That's what honey does. Go out and buy some of the medicinal honey right now. Metaline has it. They make it's called Meta Honey. You can get it on Amazon. It's cheap. I keep some in my medicine cabinet, and then start stocking up on the raw honey. The other sweeteners I will grab when it's on sale, and I'm not a real big one on it, but you look at this. This is agave. I get this in the Mennonite store, $1.99. It's organic. It comes in light and amber. There's different grades of agave. It's a little bit down on the list of what I like to use. I like the honey because it's slow burning. It's good for diabetics. If you're going to choose a sugar for a diabetic, you choose honey. Agave is kind of below that. And I also keep, and you'll see buried, I keep at least 100 pounds of white sugar. Oh, you're going to say, oh, why white sugar? Starry, that's death. Well, same thing, SHTF situation. White sugar serves a purpose, and the bottom line is we use white sugar. People use white sugar. You can cut it completely out of your diet, but I like to have that backup. And you know what? You can barter with sugar. You never know. So keep some of that on hand, at least 100 pounds. I also keep brown sugar too. I like to keep at least a case of brown sugar. And I know there's more there, but keep at least a case. And powdered sugar, I actually keep it in one of my old pure coconut oil containers for safekeeping. So I keep a variety of sugar. Maple syrup, oh, I've got to get that. Tons of maple syrup. In fact, I think Mr. Hilder is hiding it. We get that, actually we have a great connection over in Michigan. And the fellow sends us pure maple syrup every year for free. For free. He likes Mr. Hilder. Mr. Hilder does some of his taxidermy work for him, so we've got kind of a bartering system going on. Maple syrup is really hard to get, and there's a lot of work involved in processing. If you could get a bead on maple syrup, get that, because honey would be my first choice. Maple syrup is my second choice to have on the homestead. If you can tap your own trees, tap your own trees, but it is a lot of work. A lot of work. Oh my gosh, boiling it down. You know how much firewood you use to boil it down? So we get the benefit of pure maple syrup without any work. And he sends us a big box of it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go find it.